Of 17-year-old Gaala Aden sent shockwaves across the country, sparking widespread outrage and demands for justice. Now, today, the three suspects accused of her killing were arraigned in court to answer to the charges. And as the case proceeds, local leaders and activists are calling for swift action to ensure that those responsible then face full force of the law. Elizabeth Etieno has the details of that.
Three suspects, Aden Mohammed, Mohammed Kasim Tifo and Musa Ahmed, linked to the murder of 17-year-old Gaala Aden, were on Tuesday arraigned at the Wajir law courts following their arrest on Saturday. Principal Magistrate Roslyn Aganyo has ordered for the suspects to remain in custody for 14 days to allow for investigations to be concluded.
I do grant the 14 days as prayed. They shall be remanded in custody at Wajir police station. So for the purposes of a sick person, the person who is unwell may be escorted to a medical facility for treatment as is required.
Identification officer alisema hii kesi iko kati ya Hadado, Habasweine na huko mahali inaitwa refugee camp. So na wakati alisema mvua imenyesha, kwenda huko na huko itakuwa ni muda. So aliomba mahakama imbe muda.
Addressing members of the press, local leaders led by Wajir woman rep Fatma Jeho and a group of activists have strongly condemned the incident, pledging their commitment to seeking justice for the deceased.
A girl who was 17 years old, not ready for marriage, was given out to a 55-year-old man. A man who ought to have protected her took her life.
We have heard stories that there is an element of masala which is going on. Mine is just to say that there are some issues, or rather something that does not fit into the masala.
Even the parents, they have played a role. They have contributed. So we also condemn them.
I want to send a message to the county commissioner and his administrators in the field to at least have their eyes on the community and be able to, arrest people who marry off young girls.
The late Gaala was a refugee and had been transported at night from the Dagale refugee camp to Wara village in Habaswein to be married off to a 55-year-old Mohammed Kasim Tifo, whom she had rejected. The alleged husband and his relatives are said to have orchestrated her murder, whereby she was subjected to severe abuse before she was brutally murdered and her body burnt beyond recognition. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47.